Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hurdle the Line. This is the preview show brought to you by the AAW Network. As ever, I am your host, Fletch. And as always, I am joined by Sam and Carl. Gents, how are we?
All good. All good.
Yep, I'm all good, mate. Coming off my rather emphatic performance on Monday night on the review show. That was good fun to see the lads back again. So now we're back to normal. Now we're back to normal.
And it is Blockbuster, so obviously anyone who listens to this will be listening to both shows. But if you don't, for whatever reason, make sure you are listening to the review show as well with Chapman, Ollie, and Tom. And normally you will find I jump in a bit, and then Carl obviously was in on Monday. Excuse me. Anyway, it's November, and we are now into week 10 of the National Football League season. We are over halfway through the regular season. Today, we're going to talk about the trade deadline that occurred on Tuesday. It closed at 9 p.m. UK time on Tuesday. We'll go through and power rank and have a look at some of the throwback jerseys. And then I want to ask the question, which conference is the tightest to call at the moment? I know that we'll go through a whole playoff procedure, but both conferences are still pretty packed at the top. Before we get into it, though, don't forget to follow us and the AAW network on the social medias. Go and join our free to join Discord server, and you can find all of the relevant links and information in the description below this episode if you are on YouTube. And if you are on audio only, you will find them in the app that you are on, Spotify or Apple. Anyway, about time that we get into the. In fact, no, I'm going to address it first. Yes, there's been some controversy today. We've had some problems with our social media. If you are on YouTube, you will see I'm representing our other podcast, other primary podcast on this network. Our Twitter was shut down. The College Football UK one, we were suspended for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So I'm doing the whole t-shirt before a game type thing and doing the whole free my boy from Twitter jail. We've done nothing wrong. Anyway, right, let's get into it. The news. Any of you guys got a couple of bits of news?
I've got one bit of sad news in that um the Dallas Cowboys um defensive end, is he? Was he a defensive
Yep.
end?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, after the Monday game, I think it was yesterday, took his own life, which was obviously quite sad to see. Um I
Marshawn
think it was
Leland, his name was.
yeah, it was um released this morning or sometime today that Frisco police had investigated a possible suicide, and by the sounds of I'm not going to read it out. If you want to go and read it, just look for it. It's all over social media. But yeah, he's essentially being found with a gunshot wound, which is really sad because it was, only a day or so after the game, and he's only 24, and always sad to see with suicide and that happening. But um, yeah, 24 days after he scored his first ever touchdown in the NFL as well, which is again quite sad. So um,
Yeah.
obviously, all our thoughts go out with his family and friends, and everyone around him. 'Cause again,
Yeah,
a really sad sight to see.
absolutely. Um, Carl, have you got anything that you've seen over the past few days that isn't trade deadlines, trades or anything?
Not as not as far as I'm aware. It's been actually
No.
quite quiet this week,
Yeah.
if I'm very honest with you. Although there is something Schefter reported just earlier on today. Eli Manning and Bryce Young are their investors in Gotham FC and the Portland Thorns. So I'm guessing that's the National Women's Soccer League. They're joining the new advisory board, a group of 20 cultural leaders and soccer legends who also are club investors, created to help guide the league's next era of growth. They're joined by Magic Johnson, Elizabeth Banks, Alex Morgan, Ali Raisman, Lindsey Vonn, Brittany Mahomes, and others. So it's a little bit there to
Sounded
speak
great
about.
until I heard the name Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah, that kind of went down like a lead balloon.
just a little bit. Um, okay, no rude. Well, that's exciting. Exciting times. Um, for well, women's soccer in the States. Right. So before we get on to Tuesday, I want us to go on to Monday. The Cardinals did beat the Cowboys 27-17. Um, did either of you get much into this game?
No, I didn't have any interest in watching the young Cardigans play.
I had no interest in watching the Cowboys either. But it's quite ironic that the minute they put Jacoby Brissett in, all of a sudden the Cardinals become a competent offense, which means Kyler Murray's also now gone over to IR. Whether that's for
Yes.
4 weeks or not, I don't know, but that could be him done and cut in Arizona now. When Jacoby Brissett is beating you out and looking competent for that offense, that's a problem. Um, yeah.
No disrespect to Jacoby Brissett though. In that obviously he's not an elite name, but he's no schmuck either when it
No, he isn't. He
um
isn't, not at all.
no worries. Well, I must say I didn't even, to be fair, this is the one game where I didn't even pay much attention. I just had other things to do. Um Still not sleep, but I had other things to do instead. The Cardinals are now 3-5. The Cowboys moved to 3-5-1, and that takes us to Tuesday. By the way, great talk. Great. We put the review team to shame. All of us, I'm proud of the efforts. Ollie, Tom, and Chapman, hope you're all taking notes. But that does move us to Tuesday and the trade deadline. In fact, it doesn't quite move us to Tuesday. It still can keep us on Monday. There are a couple of trades that came through. Jalen Phillips, where was traded to the Eagles, and the Dolphins received a 2026 third round pick. Also on Monday, Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans did a trade. Drummond Jones went to the Ravens, sorry, and the Titans received a 2026 conditional fifth round pick. I mean, the key one out of those two is the Jalen Phillips one. The Eagles defense has still needed a little bit of bolstering. It's been a bit here and there so far this season. And Miami gets much needed draft capital to play with next year.
Yeah, they needed it. Dolphins definitely needed it. The only slight drawback I'd have with Jalen Phillips, I mean, the Patriots were in for on Jalen Phillips as well. But when you're trying to trade someone in division, it's always going to be a bit more of a tougher ask. The problem is I got with Jalen Phillips is that in his last 3 years, he's only played 18 times. So health wise is a bit of a factor in this. Maybe the Eagles can get the best out of him. But there isn't much more to say. Eagles needed bolstered depth, and they got it.
Yeah,
As well as when they got the corner off Tennessee as well.
yeah.
So
Um, then obviously we get into actual Tuesday, it's trade deadline day. All the clubs have until 4 p.m. Eastern. That was 9 p.m. GMT, or not GMT even, just UK time. Starts off with Logan Wilson going to the Cowboys in return for a 2026 seventh round pick going to the Bengals. Nothing too blockbuster here, just a standard linebacker depth. Then a seventh round pick going the other way.
yeah.
Then we get an actual decent trade come through. Cue the Sky Sports breaking news music or whatever. Jacoby Myers, who put up a whopping 4 receptions for 24 yards against the Jacksonville Jaguars at the weekend. Well, Liam Cohen just saw that and said, I need to have me some of that. And then they went and got some of that. The Jacoby Myers, who requested a trade a couple of months ago, does get his trade. He's gone to the Jags, and the Raiders receive two 2026 picks, a fourth and a sixth. this was a good trade. I take the piss a bit from the weekend, but that was a good trade. Both parties can be happy with that one.
Yeah.
I would say for the Jags, yeah, because obviously Travis Hunter's out indefinitely, and Brian Thomas isn't getting a lot of separation right now. He needs help, so they needed receiver help. Jacoby Myers is a good wide receiver too. I think he'll fit in well there, at Jacksonville, but it still doesn't rule out the fact that Trevor Lawrence is one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks there is right now. So we'll see how that pans out. But Jacoby Myers needed out of Vegas. He really desperately needed to get out of there. He was
Yeah,
getting
he
wasted.
wanted out. He wanted out.
He,
Well, yeah.
He wanted the trade at the start. Well, a few weeks ago, didn't he? And nothing ever came of it. But
so were you if he was playing on a smouldering pile of ass. So
You don't know what I do at the weekends. Going back to, but I'm happy with this one. And at the end of the day, like you say though, Brian Thomas Jr. is not getting a lot of separation, but also there's been some drop passes in there. There's been some unreliable hands in there, and I'm quite happy that
yeah.
you see that. Yes, he only caught four at the weekend with Jacoby Myers, but a couple of those catches were just brilliant. They were really good catches, and he deserves better. He deserves to be somewhere where he's going to at least have a shot at. I mean, you're not necessarily competing for the Super Bowl in Jacksonville, but you have a shot at competing for a division. You have a shot of going to the playoffs and making a difference within that. Next up, do we want to do the big trade or do you want me to save that?
no, let's do it. Do it in
Let's do
order of
it.
how they came in.
Okay. Then, oh boy, did we all get a bit of a shake up. The Indianapolis Colts get on the phone to the New York Jets and say, we're going to give you a 2026 first round pick, a 2027 first round pick, and you can have Adonai Mitchell in return for Sauce Gardner. Now I'm going to throw this straight to you, Carl, because, well, this is within your division.
Okay.
First thoughts when you saw that one come through.
First thing, right? Okay. Well, first thing first, right? Jets got a huge haul in this, so well done to the Jets. I didn't think you could get two first rounders for Sauce Gardner, but yep, I'll be damned. Um, on the Colts side of things, they obviously believe that they can now. Their Super Bowl window is now open, and it's now. I'm still waiting to see more out of it after they lost to the Steelers last week, but we'll see further down the board. Sauce Gardner is he was the top corner that came out of his draft class. And he hasn't been that good. He's had some spurts, but he hasn't been that good for the Jets. He's going to a new situation now. I mean, when you go from New York to Indianapolis, it can't get worse. So he's gone there. Wish him all the best in Indianapolis and so on. With the Jets, though, so they obviously got more trades, and we'll talk about further down the board, right? But they got a first round pick and a second round pick, okay, as well at two first round picks in 26 and 27, right? So as a result, they are pretty much now nuking the entire franchise. They're starting from scratch. But they've still managed to keep hold of Garrett Wilson. They've still managed to keep hold of Brees Hall, who also wanted to get a trade out of it because he wasn't very happy. So now he's stuck there. The problem is with the Jets, it's not due to the fact they've got all the draft capital, which is great for them. You're now loaded up to go into the next two drafts now, and you can get some really, really good players in the draft. But it's nothing to do with your picks. It's to do with the structure of your ownership. It's to do with the structure of your franchise. I'll give you a prime example. The Las Vegas Raiders also had a stupid number of first round picks back in the day. Where did it get them after those picks came about and how they got the rest? They didn't even make the postseason. And that's due to bad ownership and bad structure. The Jets have got to get the internal structure right first before they can think about who they're going to take in the draft for next year and the year after. Because if they don't sort out the structure internally, it's going to be the same thing. Same old Jets. That's not me knocking them. That's just a fact. They're a poorly disorganized car crash. So they have to get this sorted. They've got the ammunition to do it. They've now got all the bullets in the chamber. But I don't trust that franchise with that owner. Whoever the new GM is going in there, good luck. Because it's the Jets. And if you fail, the New York media will eat you alive.
Darren Moogie is the GM.
Well, internal interim GM currently.
No. He's the GM. He was
Oh, yeah.
in January. He was given the position.
Okay.
No. So, what did you think when this one came through?
I was surprised. I was surprised that the Colts paid as much as they did because I mean he's in his fourth year now. So this is sort of the decision where they would pick up his fifth year option or not offer him. So I found that a bit bizarre in terms of offering 2 first-round picks. I can understand maybe sending Adonai Mitchell in the opposite direction because he still hasn't recovered from those 2 awful things that he did in the Rams game. But I think it's a huge thing for Sauce. I think he needed to he had 2 very good first years in the NFL, and the last 2 years have been really poor by his standards. So I think giving him the opportunity to go to a much more competent, better ran franchise should help him. And I mean, the Colts obviously they had their corner go out on IR, so it should benefit him quite massively. But it certainly wasn't on my list of trades that were going to happen.
Yeah,
Also, I think we were mentioning about Breece Hall. Breece Hall needs to get paid at the end of this year, so I can see him possibly just getting cut.
Well, you go to free agency, unrestricted
Yeah.
free agent.
Yeah, I think he'll go to free agency because they're not going to pay him. So I think that was I think they probably realized that with the fact they only had him for that year, that they didn't get the picks that they wanted for him. So they thought, well, there's no point selling him on slightly cheaper. We may as well just cut him at the end of the year and let him go in a free agency.
I mean, you can always just end up franchise tagging him at the end of the season and
Yeah,
kicking that whole can down the road thing. But this one got me a little bit because I've been a bit critical of Sauce over the last couple of years. I think he holds a lot. Like he holds a lot, and he doesn't get flagged for it nearly as much as he probably should do. And it gets me a little bit. So I'm looking at some of his grades on PFF, and as I'll always say, like I like looking at them. They're not the be all or end all. They're not a true judgment of talent. But like, is the 20 out of? I've had to filter it by players who played at least 120 snaps. Right, that's a good barometer by this point of the season. If you played less than 120, like I'm not really interested in too much in where you are. He's 25th ranked corner in the league. In run defense, he's top 10. In tackling, he's top 10. In coverage, he is 30th. No, 31st ranked in coverage. And then obviously, look, pass rush is not his specialty. That's not what he's doing it. If you are interested in where he is in terms of pass rush, he's like tied 82nd, tied. Oh no, he's 80th overall in pass rush. But I'm not judging him. I'm not judging him by his ability to pass rush. I just thought I'd throw that in there. It's clear the talent that he's got. It's clear where he is, where the franchise he was at. He was not going to compete. He wasn't going to, and it's a big move by the Colts. And it's not getting Sauce Gardner isn't saying this is our Super Bowl window, but throwing away 2 firsts That says you think your Super Bowl window is now,
Mm.
and that's only worked for one franchise to keep doing that because they got the Super Bowl in the end out of constantly trading away the firsts and letting Sam have nice peaceful Thursdays when the draft's on.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable. So this has got to work because well for the next 2 years you're knackered. Um, but yeah, I don't personally think Sauce Gardner's worth two firsts and AD Mitchell.
Mm.
AD Mitchell, by the way, needed a change of scenery. And he's
Yeah.
done well, we've seen him in college. We
He's a
know
he's a great he's a good wide receiver. He's a solid wide receiver. He just the problem is he made two huge mistakes in a game that cost the Colts.
Yeah.
And I think that's that you just don't sometimes you just don't recover from that and you need to move on. But the thing is he might go to the Jets and do all right maybe next year or one of the other years because they're shite at the moment, so it probably won't work. But he's going to get targets because now at the moment there's only Garrett Wilson for Fields to throw to, really, and Mason Taylor. So he could be a good other option for him if they actually allow Fields to try and throw the ball.
yeah, the last couple I'll just say this on it as well though. Like for as far as AD Mitchell goes, I saw someone say it on Twitter the other day, like, and it really hit home a little bit. He's shown flashes and he's teased being a good wide receiver, a very good wide receiver. He's teased it, but hasn't. And when you say like, yeah, you make those silly mistakes, you might not recover, but also like Daniel Jones isn't throwing to you as much because
Yeah, he's not going to
someone
trust you, is
else
he?
is more trust.
Mm.
And like you say, he'll go to the Jets, he'll probably see more targets because one, like he's got a new relationship with the quarterback. He doesn't have those problems with you. He's going like, but also at the Jets, if you're not throwing to AD Mitchell, who the fucking hell are you throwing to? Like,
Mm.
who else are you really going to? If you take AD Mitchell out the question, who else are you throwing to? In Indy, you've got Alec Pierce. You've got a variety of other options and
Yeah, Josh
quick.
Downs, Pittman,
Is
and all
Alan
that.
Lazard still at the Jets?
Who?
Alan Lazard still at the Jets? Still at the Jets?
Don't think so. Maybe
No.
he is.
Um,
I thought he went to the Steelers because Aaron Rodgers was there.
Not seen
but
him play. So.
mentioning Alec Pierce, um, one cool thing, they were both at Cincy together in college. Alec Pierce and Sauce Gardner, both from 2018 to 2021, both went in the same draft. Alec Pierce, when he walked into Cincy training, said, I want you to put me up against the best corner that you have every practice session and would only take reps against Sauce Gardner. And now the teammates again
Mm.
in Indy. So it'd be interesting to see if he can walk into an NFL team and say, no, I'm practicing against Sauce, no one else. I don't know how that'll work, but also like just the quality is different. Anyway, moving on, another decent trade. One that shook the Fletch household, just shook the Fletch household as wide receiver Rashid Shaheed, which, as again, very fun name to say. Uh, of the New Orleans Saints goes to Seattle to play for the Seahawks. The Seahawks then get 2026 fourth round and fifth round pick. No, wait, hang on. Let me try this again. Rashid Shaheed goes to Seattle. The Saints received the fourth and the fifth round picks from 2026 for the Seahawks. Decent trade. All parties benefit. Shake hands, move away. Wham bam, thank you, man.
Yeah, I think this trade almost spells the end in a way for Cooper Kupp, I think, in terms of his career, because we've already seen him barely be used in Seattle. He's not been the main target. I would say he's been third or fourth target in most games. And Rashid Shaheed is a very good wide receiver too to bring into that position. He's a great deep ball threat. And he'll be the sort of player that'll then work well with Jackson Smith and Jigba um, as another option. I think I think the Seahawks have decided that Cooper Cup is at the end of his career, and I think that that's how it's gonna play out for the rest of this season. Now,
Yeah.
I think it's a great move for Seattle. They needed additional wide receiver help, and he's up there as one of the good wide receiver twos.
Yeah.
Of all the trades that happened, this was the one I was like, oh wow, this is a home runner. This is a home run for Seattle. Uh, Sam is right. They needed a deep threat. You got Jackson Smith and Jigba. You got Horton. You got a couple of good tight ends, but you didn't really have that deep ball throw. And we know Sam Darnold was already dishing it out in Seattle already, but now he can really unleash the bazooka of an arm that he's got on him. Rashid Shaheed is one of the fastest receivers out in the NFL currently. I absolutely adored this trade. The Saints, they get a four for the fifth. I mean, they're going to need a heck of a lot more to get out of the mess that they're in right now. But you know, baby
They're
steps.
gonna, yeah, they need to load up on as many picks as they can get. Really,
They
can't they?
need. They need. Unfortunately, there's not many acquisitions left on that team that is worth trading for.
Yeah,
There
that's
isn't.
kind of the big problem. Is
Demario Davis is 36 years old. He's a fantastic player, but he's 36. You ain't going to get a lot for him. Cam Jordan is probably your best. Is your captain, but even he's still there.
yeah,
So.
and I mean you've got Alvin Kamara, but again he's what 30 odd, close to 30, is he?
Yeah, you can thank Mickey Loomis for signing him to an extra 2 year extension in the off season.
Yeah, so they've got too many. They're, they're in a. The funny thing is they're in a position where they basically, with all the constant cap pissing about that they've been doing, all of this playing around with the cap, constantly swapping around having 70 million pound under the cap or over the cap and having to cut back each time. It's finally caught up with them
They've kicked
to
the
the
can
point
down the
where,
road. They've kicked the
yeah,
can down the road far too many times now. Now the cap is coming back to bite them on the arse now.
yeah. So that they're basically, I would say, for the next 2 years, they're going to be in and around the first to fifth round pick,
They
and they're
will
just going to
be.
have to try and basically build a team off of
Yeah.
rookies and trades.
That's
Kellen
like,
Moore got thrown to the wolves.
Mm.
Kellen Moore got thrown to the wolves. The only reason why he took that job was because no one else wanted it.
well, yeah, absolutely. But you've also got like, there's got to come a point. I think we've all said it. At one point, you've just got to eat it.
Mm.
You just got to eat the cap. You've got to just say, like, look, there's no let's try and do something. Get punched in the face, like end the fight, get yourself knocked out, and then come back and fight again
Mm.
Mm.
next. You've just got to, because the kicking the can down the road is not helping you at all. The tiny increments are not happening. You set yourself up for 10 years of mediocrity where you can save 1 year of being just horrible and then maybe see
But
yourself out of it.
the problem that they're in now is that a they don't have a quarterback. Spencer Rattler he's been good. Well, he's been okay.
Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be shit.
Yeah, exactly. And Shook has been the exact same. I don't really rate him, to be honest.
Shucks
I
had two
just think
games. I can't.
I think
Anymore.
they're just in a position where you're going, like, at least with other teams in the past, they've been shit, but at least they've had a quarterback. I always think it's the toughest position to have. If you can solidify who your QB1 is, and then you can just build a team around them, it's so much easier than if you have to go out for
Case in
quarterback.
point.
Yeah.
Case in point.
So it's a really messy situation that I think, it wouldn't surprise me if you see a lot of like the likes of Demario Davis retire at the end of this year, and a lot of those sort of older ones move on, and they basically spend the next 2 years with rookies and trade pit and free agencies, and they're basically just try and build up that cap space again, and sort of like say reset the clock.
Didn't the Saints also send someone away for pennies on the dollar as well?
Penning, yeah.
Trevor Penning, offensive lineman. I mean, the Chargers are buggered at the tackle position, left tackle position,
We'll get
rather.
on to Trevor Penning in a second. Hang on.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
Don't run away from me here, Carl. You did so well before when you were like, no, 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 no. We will mention this one later. Don't do it to me now. Yeah. So there's Rashid Shaheed. He's gone to the Seahawks again. Like it's a great one. Quick, let's see your ball knowledge. Do you know where Rashid Shaheed went to college?
Ooh.
Better not be googling him.
No, I'm looking at the other trades. I don't. I mean, I could Google it, but I wouldn't.
I guarantee you, none of you will get it. I promise you, none of you will get it.
I'm going to say it's a
Tulsa.
school that's not very well known.
Not very well known.
Not
Swear
very
to
well
God,
known.
if this happens as Kennesaw State now, I'm going to go
Fucking
sick.
hell. I don't know. Lenore Rye.
I have looked it up. But I'm not going to say because I've looked it up. But
Weber State.
Yeah, Weber State.
The FCS school, the Weber State Wildcats of the Big Sky Conference in the FCS went undrafted. But from undrafted in 2022 to taking a 4th and a 5th round pick for him, that's good business. A good business by Seattle. Good business by the Saints there. Credit where it is due. And my marriage has been saved. Bears then jumped in with the Cleveland Browns. Defensive end Joe Tryon Shiinka. Butchered the living crap out of that one, Anna. And a 2027, 26 7th round pick have made their way to Chicago, whereas the Browns have picked up a 2026 6th round pick off the Bears.
All this talk of Bears fans saying, "Oh yeah, how we're gonna go and get Myles Garrett," and what they ended up getting was like their 4th-string rusher. Nice try.
Just to let Bears fans know, if you go
We
for
don't
a
care.
late trade, a late in the trade window trade for a Browns defensive end, he will not play for you by the end of the season, and he will be retiring in only a few months after that. Good luck.
Just going back a minute, I just looked this up and I thought it was quite interesting. There is one other player currently on an NFL team who also was from Weber State and has played a lot of games for the team that they were drafted by in 2018.
I'll give you defense.
It's a defensive player, cornerback for the Bills.
Tre'Davious White.
Nope.
No. Okay.
He had a really good season last year. He's played 106 games. That can't be right. It might be right. That can't be right. I'll give it to you because otherwise we've got to move through. It's Taron Johnson. He was he's also a Weber State alumni, drafted in the 121st pick by the Buffalo Bills.
Also, 3-time LA Ram, 1-time Detroit Lion, Jonah Williams as well was from Weber State. Anyway, so the Bears have got a former 1st round draft pick off the Cleveland Browns in and a 6th and a 7th have been exchanged.
We're the Cleveland Browns.
Next up, Dallas Cowboys turn up to the trade deadline and go with the Jets. The Cowboys take defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. Going the other way is a 2027 1st round pick, a 2026 2nd round pick, and defensive tackle former Michigan Wolverine Mazi Smith. Now, this one I was shocked at a bit with the Jets.
Whenever there's a trade with the Cowboys, there's always a shock, but the shock for me is laughter and smiling because what the fucking hell are you doing? You think that's your replacement for trading away Micah Parsons? You got to be on crack, surely. There's no. I can't justify. The Cowboys are 3-5-1 currently. I've said this all season. They're not going to make the postseason, so now they're going to bring in Quinton Williams. Oh, what we're going to do? Oh, yeah, that's it. We're going to bring him in. We're going to bring Logan Wilson. It's going to help stop the run. Sweet. You're dead last. You're second to worst in stopping the pass. What are you doing?
Also, just to add to it, that first rounder in 2027 is the higher of the Cowboys' two 2027 first round picks. So they didn't even go with like the lower one.
No, they couldn't tank even if they wanted to with that. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's
As I said, the Jets are fleeced. The Jets have got a lot of ammunition now. But I don't know. If Jerry Jones actually blew his load, pause, on say, I don't know, Max Crosby, okay, fair enough. Then that's perfectly reasonable to get to replace Micah Parsons with. But Quinton Williams, I mean, he's a very good defensive tackle, don't get me wrong. But he's not gonna freaking set the world on fire.
I mean,
he's a three-time Pro Bowler and first one-time All Pro, and he's a very good D lineman. But I don't see how he'll. I can't see how he's going to be the answer to losing Micah Parsons. I don't see this. It's not like they needed an edge rusher and they brought in a D lineman.
yeah.
So all it means is that you can now bottleneck the the run down the middle, but all it'll mean is that then they'll just start rushing to the edge because no one there.
Outside zone runs and freaking crack toss schemes. So
Yeah. I mean, right, quick question then. Quinton Williams. I like Quinton Williams. I think he's someone that the Jets needed to build around more than they did Sauce. I know he's, 27. Quinton Williams went in the 2019 draft, third overall pick. Can you remember the two people that went ahead of him
in 2019.
in 2019?
I'm trying to think callbacks to win in 2019.
Give you one
Oh,
plug.
it was Kyler Murray.
It was Kyler Murray. I was
He
going
was
to
the number
say,
one pick,
mentioned
wasn't he?
already today.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah,
I
he
knew
was
that
the
was one
number
of
one
the
pick.
That was
Then
he was
was it
number one overall. Who was number
number
two?
one over at number two was
Nick Bosa.
It
as I
was
said,
Nick Bosa. Well
Nick Bosa,
done.
well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say I can.
I only remember that because it was Cardinals and bloody 49ers.
49ers. That was when the NFC West was ass.
Yeah.
Not anymore, it's not.
Okay, next up, the New Orleans Saints get a little bit of more talent out the window, out the door even. Los Angeles Chargers, they get offensive tackle Trevor Penning. Saints receive a 2027 seventh round pick. Like it's not even a recent 2020 like a seventh round pick. You've got to wait like almost two full drafts to get this one pick.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell Dean Spanos was thinking of when they thought of this, but they needed help at the left tackle position. Penning has played tackle, but he is more of a guard. But desperate times call for desperate measures for the Chargers. They've got no left tackles now. Rashad Slater's out for the season, and Joe Alt has just been confirmed to be out for the rest of the season as well. So this is a desperation move by the Chargers at best, but they need a left tackle. So good luck, Penning.
Yeah. Finally, the final trade of the day, the New York Jets back in one more time, except this time they got someone through the door. They've let so much talent walk out. Oh, did they go out and just get a game changer, a record, someone to save the season? Well, they went out and got the defensive back, Jose Taylor, with a 2028 conditional seventh round pick. See, that's it. The season's saved, right? The Jets
Yeah.
may go to the Super Bowl now. This is the difference has
I'll
been
give
made.
you a billion. I'll give you $1 billion to 1 on odds right now.
I'll I'll take it.
See,
Billion to one.
you take that. You take that as well.
I'll get. Right, I'll put a pound. I'll put £1 down.
£1 off for £1 billion back.
Listen,
I mean,
if a billion to one odds, give me anything. I'll take a billion to one odds. I'll
So Jasir Taylor is the answer to losing Sauce Gardner.
yes, it is. It is.
The direct replacement. Better than him. He's better than him.
we'll
So
see. He gets to we see he gets his teabagging session next Thursday against the Patriots. So.
the story of the week, the story I think of the trade deadline is that the Jets walk away with 5 first-round picks over the next 2 years, plus 3 second-round picks over the next 2 years. That's a lot of draft capital. They're gonna go for Archman in 2027. We all know this. We
Oh
spoke about it off
no!
air. That's a fact.
Please do an Eli. Please do an Eli.
Now,
Yeah, please do.
all of that is going on Fernando Mendoza this year. If you would like to find out about who you think is going to go, if you want to come and talk about the draft and some of the players that may be playing in the NFL next season, by the way, College Football UK will be the place where you should be going and getting that
Do
information.
you know what would be
from.
the most jetsiest thing going? They've got 5 first-round picks. You know what the most jetsiest thing that they could pretty much do right now?
Take a linebacker.
Nope. Send 3 first-round picks to the Bungles for Joe Burrow.
That would be a very Jets thing to do.
It would be a very Jets thing to do. And I don't want that because that's the AFC East, so fuck off.
So, yeah, the Jets get a lot of capital in. The Colts capitalize on what they feel to be a Super Bowl window. Rashid Shaheed and the Saints get a there's a couple of nice trades in there, I'd say, where you think one team
It works for
receives
everyone.
good amount of capital.
Well,
And the Jacoby Myers one's a good one. The Rashid Shaheed's a good one. But the two of those are really good examples of good trades where both parties can walk away happy with what's gone on.
Yeah, I think the fourth and but I mean they're both for the fourth and sixth and a fourth and fifth, respectively. I think that they're good for what they are. I think.
Yeah.
The Saints one definitely is a benefit both teams. The Saints aren't going to do anything with Rashid Shaheed at the moment.
I would say all the trades have gone through okay, but I wanted to bring something up, okay?
Okay.
It's okay when you trade players to other teams. That's all fine.
Oh, good.
But when you have a victim complex and you refuse to trade players that you know are not welcome back at your current place anymore to the other team, it's quite petty. And where we go is this. So New England were in for a couple of players. We were after a defensive end and we was after a running back as well. The 2 players we were linked up with was defensive end Arden Key and running back Tony Pollard. Now, we did throw some calls at them and throw some picks at them to say, yeah, we want these players. But it got vetoed by the owner of the Tennessee Titans. This is what I got. According to sources around the league, the story stating that the Titans wouldn't trade with the Patriots is true. I waited to post this until I heard from multiple people across different areas of the NFL. Several people confirmed that the Patriots were interested in Tony Pollard and edge rusher Arden Key in particular, but the Titans made it clear they wouldn't trade either player to New England. While this isn't a common occurrence, it's worth noting that the Patriots were looking to reunite some of Mike Vrabel's former players of the team. There was also let me try and find the real wording for this because this might take me. Where is it? I think it was something to do with Amy Adams Struck having ill-willed behavior regarding when Vrabel got sacked. And that's why she refused to send players from Tennessee to New England in a trade. That is generation level of pettiness right there. You would rather your team is sitting 1-8 right now. You're sitting at the bottom of the NFL. You're in the shit. And instead of doing what is best for business, i.e., getting picks so you can start rebuilding for the future, i.e., what the Jets have done. All right, you weren't going to get first round picks, but you get what I mean. You trade players off, you accumulate capital, right? Instead, you put a victim complex in the way of it because you was um because you was ill-willed about the firing of Mike Vrabel, and you refused to let players go to the team that he's trying to build here in New England. I don't usually use the C word very well, but yeah, this kind of describes her right now.
Yes. Cockamamie.
Yes. Um, just it's just absolute generational pettiness. It really, really is.
Yeah. Is there anyone you would disappoint other than the Titans, Carl? Other than the Titans? Anyone you were disappointed with? I mean, personally, I was doing, the come on, do something meme. And I had my Lions hat on the
What with
floor.
the stick?
I
What
had
with
a
the stick?
stick. Like,
You
come
do
on, do
something.
something.
Come on, do something.
I was
um,
disappointed that the Lions didn't dip in and go. I had a really good conversation with my mate, Motor City Brit. I don't know if she actually listens to the show, but we had a really good conversation on Tuesday, and I was like, I'm the first person to come in and defend Brad Holmes. I'm the first person to do the whole in Brad we trust. And if he says no, then I say no, sir. No, sir. I agree. Um, I was disappointed that we didn't go in and get anything today. We need help on the O line. We need help, bit of help on the D line. We need help at corner. Nothing was done. And whether it's sitting on hands, whether it's just being too stubborn and saying, we're not giving you that pick, we want it for this. I don't know, but I'm just disappointed that nothing got done. So like the Lions are my biggest disappointment right now. Brees
I
Hall not being traded was just so disappointing.
I would probably say if I am a Bills fan right now, I'm seething because you do not have a legitimate wide receiver one to help Josh Allen. You're relying on a tight end to be your number one receiver. They should have blown the boat out, and they should have gone and got Chris Olave. They
Well,
should have.
they there was quite strong rumors that they were going to trade for Brian Thomas Jr. and that they made inquiries about him. But obviously, nothing came of it. So make of that be will. But that was one of the big ones that I saw, um, which I didn't think was going to happen because I don't see the Jags getting rid of their number one wide receiver when they're currently in a playoff position as it stands.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's about there. Chiefs. I was expecting to be right at the deadline for the Chiefs to throw a third round pick up at the Jets for Brees Hall. I was expecting the Chiefs to literally get the running back and then that's it. And we're like, oh great, here we go again. But no, they did nothing either. Interestingly, in the AFC, everyone really stood pat. The only two that really did any work was the Colts and the Jags. Denver didn't make any moves. We didn't make any moves. Bills didn't. Okay, the Chargers, they got Penning, but you know, it's a desperation move at best for them because they need a left tackle. Um, but no one really separated themselves out of the AFC. So after the trade deadline, it's still horses for courses really as it currently stands. Yeah. In the NFC, I would have liked to have seen the 49ers maybe get past Russia because they're starting to. Well, I know they've lost a lot of players right now, but edge help they desperately needed. I know they got Keon White off of us, but I've said this. I've said good luck. He ain't gonna do much. He ain't gonna do much. I can assure you this right now. Um. So yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from the Jets completely swindling the Colts and the Cowboys, there wasn't really that much to write home about, to be honest.
It
Yeah.
was a relatively quiet transfer like deadline day, I suppose, as far as the, the ones we've seen in the past. But I think it kind of probably more reflects the teams that are down the bottom in terms of the teams that you would expect to be blowing up at this point. I think, obviously the Saints basically have nothing to trade. The Titans are being petty and then also not wanting to get rid of. They don't really have anything that's trade worthy. Maybe have a couple bits, but and then the Jets have obviously got fleeced two teams for two good players. So yeah, I think it's more just the state of the NFL as a whole, and that I don't think that there were teams that were ripe for the picking, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Okay. Appreciate it, gents. I really, really do. Want to move on now to the next topic, which Carl brought forward earlier in the week. Now, it does relate to the weekend, and we're gonna watch some games. We're gonna watch some good games. We're gonna watch some bad games. There's gonna be some shockers, but very few shockers have happened recently that are more shocking than the Green Bay Packers rollback uniforms. I'm just gonna say it, right? I don't like that franchise. I really don't like those uniforms. It's a carbon copy of Illinois last year when they played Michigan and did the whole 1930s throwback uniforms. So I want us, maybe not do a full power ranking like we were gonna do, but Carl, I mean, well, this is your segment, Carl. You wanted it. Let's go.
So we're gonna go through a list that I found online. Okay, so hopefully this will work. Is this all working, lads? Can you see?
Got work. We can
Mhm.
see.
Okay, sweet. So it's gonna go start from all the way down to A to W, obviously, because Arizona is the first team, and Washington is the last team in the NFL in alphabetical order. So we're gonna go through all these teams. Now, I found a website that pictures the best throwback uniform and then their worst throwback uniform. Now, some can be quite debatable, and then there are some which are just doesn't need self-explanatory because they make you want to be sick. And yes, Fletch, the Packers uniform is in there at some point, right?
Thank you.
So,
And no, thank you at the same time.
I know, thank you. Oh, sorry, no, thank you. Right. So let's start with the first one. The Arizona Cardinals, their best look. That was in 1989 to 1993. That was their away uniforms.
I
So
like
obviously, it was just white with the red pants, the white and black. I believe that's the white and black stripe. Um, Still the same Cardinals logo on there, but that
Yeah.
looks clean. That's a clean. That looks. When I like uniforms, I say that's a clean uniform. I would
Yeah.
say. So that's tidy. If I had to do it in a like a 5 tier power ranking, clean uniforms, that's probably in the clean section. If I had to make one, um, so they were then the Phoenix Cardinals, not Arizona, called the Phoenix
Yeah.
Cardinals at the time. Um,
That was the year after they just moved from St. Louis, wasn't it?
it was Cardinals of the '90s wore some pretty basic home uniforms. But mid montage, there was a clip of the Brooding without sprinting for a touchdown in whites. That was Rod Tidwell and Jerry Maguire. It was at the time. So I like that uniform. But then we get to their worst one, and it was their 2005 to 2022 away. Now, I don't think it's bad, but it is quite basic.
I don't like it. I don't like the way the line on the side of the pants. Okay, it does for a couple of them, but it's so easy for like you see
The
these teams
line
that
on the side of the
don't
pants
line up.
is meant to be the tail of the cardinal bird.
Yeah,
If
but I'm
that
saying like
makes
it doesn't line up per se. Like um
Fitzgerald.
it is Fitzgerald there,
It's
isn't it?
Fitzgerald,
Because I
yeah.
can't quite see. Then you got
Yeah.
29, and it doesn't line up for either of them. On the two behind, it looks fine, but on them and then on Fitzgerald and 29 there, it don't look right.
Mm. I don't mind it. That's in the meh.
It's just it's
Would we
it's just a
hang on.
bog standard away
Who
jersey, really, isn't it?
Right, let's
The
do.
the
Right, let me
question
do.
is, you
Let me
see
do.
that other than Fitzgerald, who's in that picture, who's the first person that comes to your mind? You see that jersey.
Sorry, say again.
Other than Fitzgerald, like you can't say Fitzgerald, who comes to your mind when you see that jersey?
Carson Palmer.
Really? I was gonna say JJ Watt. Like
Oh,
JJ
okay.
Watt. JJ Watt was my first
Oh,
thought.
okay. Sorry. No,
just
I just thought quarterback off the top of my
well,
head.
you don't have to apologize. That's your answer. I asked you what you quite. That's fine. I'm just like JJ Watt was just immediately. I saw that and went, oh JJ Watt.
Yeah, oh 05 to 22 home. Right, okay. So that's in Arizona. So for their clean one, there's their Arizona away kit from 89 to 83. And then we call this a meh. We call this a meh jersey, shall we? It's okay, but it's not shit, but it's not awesome either. So he's sitting with the middle category. It gets worse. Atlanta. Best look was 1978 to 1989 in their home jerseys. That was when I would have thought, though, it would have been their red helmets with the black jerseys.
Yeah, I would. That's for me.
I would
The
probably
one
say
that
that
they've had
one.
recently, the black one, is their for me their cleanest kit or
Yeah,
their
I mean,
cleanest jersey.
I like
I'm
that
not
one.
a fan of this bright red because to me the Falcons, and this is probably because of the fact that I am probably a lot newer, but to me the Falcons are a dark red and black uniform. So to me, having a bright red one makes zero sense.
let's have a look. Falcons throwback jerseys. Just look online quickly.
Yeah, just
Uh,
any of those black ones.
sorry, am I scanning through it? Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sugar. My apologies. Right, okay. Well, I've got on a different. I've got to go on a different screen from that one. Right, I'll leave it be then. Right, we'll leave it be. Okay, so they do have the black one, which I believe for that one, 97. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's more of a.
I don't like it.
You don't
So,
like it,
no.
Fletch.
Yeah.
So you're in the net
It's a lot of red.
A lot of reds.
We know I don't like red. I say wearing a bright red t-shirt. We know I don't really like red.
Can you keep
So
that? Can you keep the wrong shape ball? I do not give a fuck montage out of this one, please. What's that? 78 or 89? 78 or 89. We put that in the meh category, okay? Right, now let's go to the worst one. They're 03
that's
to
horrible.
19 away. Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well,
I like
okay.
the helmets.
Well, that was their new style, wasn't that? Was their new
Yeah.
one. So we'll put it in the bad category. So we've got 8, so ATL away.
I hate the yellow of like the block numbers. I hate them. I think they're
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, 03 to 19.
There's not a color scheme, and that's not a Falcons thing, by the way. That's just there's no color scheme that'd work with that and look good
Mm,
at all.
no, there isn't really. So they wore that the team appeared in Super Bowl 33 in the 90s look. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at Baltimore's one, shall we? Their best look was 2016 to 19, 20 or 22. It's their color rush. Obviously,
I like this kit, but
It's okay.
it's
you say it's
I still prefer their black ones. Their black jerseys are so much better.
yeah, but it's got the B on it, so it's
Mhm.
on there. So try to. It's not really more of a throwback uniform. It's more like a modernized color rush one, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Well, I mean, it is a color rush, beg your pardon, but you know what I mean. It's not really a throwback jersey, is it?
We'll say,
If it's
well,
got
technically they can't really have one.
That's true.
Only existed in the 90s.
yeah, well, okay, that's very true. So it's not really a throwback jersey, is it? So I think we say the
Yeah.
Ravens one's not really a throwback one, but they do
True
have a.
throwback jerseys that you'd be naked.
Mhm.
I don't want to witness that, okay? Right, so we're Baltimore's worst one. 1996 home jersey. Now, before you see this, I've already seen it and my eyes was literally dying on me. Are you ready? Here we go. That's as bland can be.
Yeah,
But I
it's like
thought,
they tried to do a
Was it?
purple jersey and
Was
it's
it?
come out wrong.
yeah,
Here we go. Right, Ravens.
Brother, what's that,
Ugh.
brother?
What's that? What's that? Ugh. Ravens home. I won't put it in the bad. It's going in the bad category
Yeah.
because the worst one is just well the
We'll say
fifth. The one at the
it,
bottom, the bottom one at the bottom. So my three tiers are elite, which we haven't found yet, clean, which we've seen, meh, bad, and then ass. I would say
then
hot flaming ass, but I haven't got enough
then
paper to
there's
read
if this
it.
podcast was recorded yesterday, it would have gone on the bonfire. I'd add this to that category.
Okay, so the Buffalo Bills, best circuit 2011, present currently right now.
Yeah, I like that. This one, it's clean.
Yep, I'm with Sammy. I like him.
Agreed. Although really I don't like Buffalo, but it is what it is.
It's just a
Sam,
clean.
you and I have seen their worst one. Are we, Fletch? You're not ready for this. You're
This
not
is
prepared for
awful.
this. Look at that. Oh my God. I don't like that. What's the black or the grey doing on there? It just looks so out of place.
It's like they've
How
tried
the
to do something else with it, and it's just gone horribly wrong.
8 year I want you to know 8 years they had this.
Mm.
They
It
really
looks,
did have their franchise, have their fan base of that.
It looks like genuinely you go on Temu and you get a knockoff NFL jersey,
mm,
that's what turns up.
yeah,
Or like it's the one that like the away team uses in a Disney film.
Mm.
yeah. It looks like as well where the black is or the dark blue on the shoulders that it should extend into a cape. It looks like it should be.
I
It
can't
This
looks
unsee
just
like there
that
should
now.
be a
this
cape
just
there.
gave me Batman Forever vibes.
Yeah,
Well,
looks like there should be a
I'm
cape.
waiting to see Seal in the background sing a kiss from a rose.
Oh, it won't pick up the music, will it? Otherwise, when I play it, no, I cannot
No, you get
unsee
done
that
for
now. Thanks,
copyright
Sam.
on that one.
I can't unsee it.
Okay, right. Let's
Do you
move
know
on
what?
then.
Actually, if they had a cape on there, that gets like it doubles in score at least.
Yeah,
Although the funniest bit wasn't just the uniform, it's the description underneath, which me and Sam had a right laugh about.
I'm
Um,
I'm aware, by the way, that like if you are on audio only, you are missing a lot of the
oh,
context to
you
these.
need to go into the video of these guys. We'll try and do as best as we can. But there was a description underneath the picture, right? It says neither of the other franchises moving to darker blue at this time, both Broncos and the Seahawks at the time. Neither of those teams changed or upgrades, and the Bills forced Drew Bledsoe to to wear truly terrible uniforms during his 3 year stay. While the all blue home look was bad, this bizarrely crafted away ensemble was worse. This reeks of XFL 1.0.
really
You
does.
fair, Drew Bledsoe went down injured and lost his starting spot to a sixth round pick, and that's the worst thing that's happened to him in his career.
Right, okay. Let's move because we are going to lose time.
Yeah,
So,
I like
Carolina
them.
Yeah,
Panthers,
I like
best
this. I like this
95 to the
jersey.
present home game. What are we going to say? Is that in the? Is that? Are we saying that's
Oh,
in?
it's clean.
That is clean, and it just starting to watch the NFL when I did, and I see a picture like that, and I get wet dreams of Cam Newton. Watching Cam Newton in his first couple of years, just incredible.
Mm.
That's how I fell in love with the NFL, and American football. Cam Newton in them jerseys, it's beautiful.
Okay, I think we can all agree on that one then. Their worst one apparently was this one.
See, I,
Disagree.
I like this alternate. I
2019
like
home
it.
alternate. It's basically all they done, just switch the black and the blue around. That's
Yeah,
basically all they did.
I like it.
I like it. I do not. I think that's high. In fact, if anything, I would say in terms of if I was just going jersey on jersey, I'd prefer that, but it's more blue.
So
But
Carolina have got the best so far. So Carolina have got their 95 to the present day home jersey and their 19 alternative also
what's
home
the
jersey as well. So
what's the rationale beneath? I need to see it.
There isn't really a bad Panthers look, but
Okay.
we'll go with their blue on black alternatives debuted during the 2018 preseason and regular season 2019. Panthers blue on silver alternate, which was used from 2002 to 17, has a slight edge on these, as does Carolina's all blue color rush kit. Donating this alternate home look to one of the NFL's current fashion challenge franchises will be an upgrade, but the Panthers have a few better choices in their closet.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
get it. If
it's
it's
the
like a
worst of the good bunch.
yeah, exactly. I have to pick one. So this one.
Yeah.
I get the reasoning behind why you said that then.
Yeah, okay, right.
Panthers.
Chicago. I know, Fletcher, you don't want to care about this one, so it's fine. This is between me
Classic.
and Sam. It's a classic.
A classic.
Yeah.
It should really be there should be a sixth category here for classic, really. That is the simple classic jersey. I'd say I'll put it in
That
clean.
that
I'll
for
put it in the
me,
clean.
that for me is that epitomizes like old school NFL.
80s NFL. That is the 80s.
80s monsters of the midway. That's what they used to be.
Mhm.
So 1974. We'll put it in the clean category. So we'll put Bears 74 home. I should just put Bears home jersey because obviously it's a clean jersey. Okay. What's their worst one? Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
This,
Um,
this might be one of the worst of all time.
Please, this is going in the ass category.
Yeah, it's
This is
awful.
the ass category. So if anybody, I don't know how to describe it. It's this. I can probably only describe it as Tigger and Winnie the Pooh get stuck together in a mincing machine, and look, that's what they come out with. I've
It's
ruined a
like
lot
the
of people's
Steelers.
childhoods saying that now. Sorry, but
The Steelers, no, they need to understand. Like whatever horrific idea that these children have got in their heads here in that comparison is nothing compared to seeing this, right?
This
This is
wouldn't be.
horrible.
It's a horrible uniform no matter what. But it looks so much worse because they've got gold pants on.
I just noticed.
Like, just wear black pants. At least that looks
Is it gold?
relatively normal.
Is it gold or cashmere? What is?
It's horrendous, whatever it is. It doesn't go
It's-
with the jersey.
it's a
It just doesn't
travesty.
go.
So basically, what they said was the NFL's 100th season underwhelmed from a throwback standpoint in 2020 because for its 75th anniversary in '94, the league devoted 2 full weeks to teams' fashion histories, good and bad. The Bears' had existence in their current city since 1922 were bound to veer towards the bad. Dusted off from the 1920s and early 30s, this Bears concept only surfaced once since the Herbert Hoover administration.
The mandated September 1994 resurrection, probably. Like, I don't give a shit. They said, right, are you ready to wear these jerseys? We've got to wear these jerseys. So I'm not playing. I'm not being seen in it.
I'll retire now. See you later.
I've got turf toe.
On national television, I feel illness.
I got prostate exam. I'm not wearing that. See you later.
I'm shampooing my beard that day. Oh dear.
Yeah, you know what it
No
gives?
one shampooed their beard in the early 30s. Come on, man. What are you talking?
We're talking
It
94 here.
The whole jersey gives like, you know, where you get to like make your own team on like a game that's really badly pixelated, and they've just gone, we're going to make the worst thing we possibly can because it'll look funny.
It sounds like something
That's
off the
what
Dream.
that
It
is.
sounds like something off the Sega Dreamcast. Then doesn't it?
Yeah.
When your mate just sets up a pro clubs club on FIFA.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
That's basically what it
you
is.
only have so many different versions. It's like that's one of the awful patterns that no one ever uses, and you think it's hilarious to do it. It's just
Okay.
awful. It's the worst one so far.
All right, Fletcher might need to clip this segment because this needs to be in its own video. Okay, I think I've got to agree to that. Right, the Bungles, best circa 1981 to 96 their home jerseys.
I agree it's a nice jersey, but I don't think it's their best. My favorite one of theirs is the black and white, like the Siberian tiger look.
Oh, what the new
I-
look? Yeah,
The
but
new look.
that's not a throwback though.
But that's my favorite. But in terms of this is probably
Meh.
I think it's okay.
So we put it in the meh category. Do you agree, Fletch?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
81 to 96 home. 81 to 96 home.
I'm not really a fan of the trousers. They're like
White.
tigery.
Well, there's a white. Well, tigers are white, or Bengals are. They do have like white paws.
I know, but it's more the orange the orange tigery pattern down the side of it. It just doesn't look right.
Okay. So if that's a average one, what is their worst one? Okay,
It's
that's
just
good.
meh.
That's just good old fashioned American football right there. Back in
It's
the
just
day.
meh.
They didn't have bad uniform, they just got docked for unoriginality.
Originality.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
yeah, that's
it
about
was
as
the 60s.
that's bland. That's
It was the
bland.
60s. Come on.
Yeah, that's bland. That's a
Yeah,
bland jersey.
it goes in the meh.
It goes in the meh category, so we go 68 to 80 away. Okay, well, we're gonna need more pages at this rate. Right.
Let's
Who
start firing through a few. I think some of these next ones are quite
Cleveland?
easy. Yeah, bog standard. There's only so much you can do with brown and orange.
Orange, yeah.
I think
Agree.
this probably is. I agree. It's probably one of their better ones. But I
Okay, so
just think the color coordination for using brown and orange is really tough.
okay, so I'll put it under their category. Browns at home. Their worst look, brown on
Digs.
white. Mm.
I prefer that to the one that they had before.
I don't know really. Generally don't know.
It's very meh. It's still very meh.
I'll just put Browns.
Browns, yeah, just
Browns.
Browns.
Sorry, Ollie. Okay, Cowboys. Clean, would you say?
Classic,
Classic
classic.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys. Homes. I'll just put present day because that's where we are right now, the present day. And their worst one. The, hmm.
It's giving Air Force vibes.
It's giving Air Force vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. It's meh. It's not awful. It's just meh.
When was that? So 4-12 throwback.
Mm.
4-12 throwback. Okay, fine. Right, scroll down. Here we go. Denver. First one in the elite category. Best look, the 68 to 96 home, or as it used to be called, the orange crush jerseys with the iconic blue helmet with the D and I think the Bronco in the middle of it. I think that's still
Yeah.
one of, I think if it's I think it's one of the nicest jerseys I've ever seen.
Yeah, I like that one. Solid one.
So I'll just put Denver. I'll just put Denver Orange Crush. Because that's definitely home. Like their worst one? Oh, good lord.
It's just meh.
No,
It's
that's bad.
well,
Does
I
it-
think
that,
it's
that does not look like a Broncos jersey.
it's unoriginal, is what I mean. It's just very bland. However, the referee socks make it worse.
One of the more obvious picks on this list, financial issues left the Broncos in this historically hideous brown and yellow combination in the first two seasons. The team burned the unis in celebration after securing its orange and blue scheme in 1962. But the AFL's 50th anniversary season brought them back. The yellow and brown design Denver deployed against us in 2009 was so unusual it almost worked, making this Monday Night Football encore the choice. The Broncos were 2-0 in this colour scheme and 6-8 in their usual tire that year. Sorry, but this is going in the bad category. I'm sorry.
It's just the socks are just wrong. There's something about
The
them
whole
socks.
uniform's wrong.
It's not like I say. It doesn't encapsulate what the Broncos are.
Well, so far there's been a lot of meh jerseys and lots of cleans, but we haven't seen. But that's the third. But obviously the home one was the best one, right? Fletch pulled back in at the right time. Detroit,
Literally.
best look, 1982 to 2001.
I'm okay with that. I
I think
prefer
that's clean.
it's clean.
Clean jersey, clean.
It's simple stuff. And it does help that Barry Sanders is the photograph. Not gonna lie to you. I prefer the newer logo though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
For the
the
newer
line looks
logo,
a
for the
little
newer
bit.
helmets.
The line looks a little bit. I don't know. It looks like it's been like stenciled by a
Yeah.
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite. Anyway,
What's the
your
worst?
worst one? 2005 Row 7 home alternate.
By the way, I knew this one. I knew this one was coming. Hence why I
So
put
you're
the.
wearing it. Oh no,
No,
not
no, no.
quite.
This isn't that one. This is the new one.
Yeah, that's
Um,
your new one.
I
Yeah.
don't I don't mind this one, but when I see ones like this that look so clean, um, I can't. They
I
do look
like
a bit
this.
clunky.
I
I
don't
quite like
mind
this.
it. When I say
That there's a thing I want to say, and I'm going to look directly into my camera and say this, not at you guys, right? I watched a clip on Instagram the other day. It came through a week late regarding the Monday Night Football against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ben Isaacs, put some respect on the Detroit Lions black uniforms, please. Put some respect on him, my friend. Um, I very much appreciate Ben Isaacs. I absolutely, I think he's amazing. But put some respect on those jerseys, please, my friend.
so 0507 home.
I think this is all right personally.
I'm gonna put it in the meh category.
Yeah, I'm happy with them there.
Was it home? Home alt. Right. Okay. Here we go. Green Bay. Best success. Well, this is their current kit.
Clean.
It
Yeah.
has to be. It's a classic. It's just classic all round,
Yeah.
synonymous with the NFL. You can't.
Synonymous with the Packers. Yeah, it's just clean.
ob-
It's iconic. It's iconic.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm not like they're not my favorite colors or favorite color combination anyway. But like, I just think you can't go wrong with it in terms of it being a classic kit. It's clean.
Mm.
I like it for what it is.
Yeah. Then we get to their worst one.
That's horrendous. It's just all, and the fact that they decided to bring it back this year with the fake old style helmets was just ridiculous.
I mean,
Oh my.
but what's worse, that one or this year's?
This year's by
Uh,
far.
shall we go for this year's then?
I think this year's is one of the worst I've ever seen. It's utterly dreadful.
Packers 2025 throwback. Okay, well we scrapped
Right.
this one, but you
The,
get
the,
what I mean.
the cool thing, some throwback jerseys are really nice, but when you look at that and you say that's a piece of history, and do you know what? It belongs in fucking history. It belongs in
Yeah,
history. Keep it there.
yeah.
Keep it
Leave it
there.
in the past. Don't bring
Leave
it
it in the
back.
past, don't bring it
That
back.
looks nice when pictures were black and white, right? And you couldn't see how horrific the color. Like, yeah, move on.
Okay, Houston Texans, best look 2002 to the present away jerseys.
Why do they have to use that photo?
Oh dear.
It's, I mean, it's the JJ Watt again. If you showed me this uniform, it would be JJ Watt. I would say,
Hmm. So
but
what category would you stick it in?
it's meh. There's nothing really special about
There's
it
a
to me.
lot of Met in these bloody fucking things. This is getting really annoying.
There's a lot of meh jerseys.
Hmm. Texans away. Okay. Their worst look 07 to 10 home alternate.
It's a lot of red. It's a lot of red.
Are we putting this in bad?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
please.
It's a bad one. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so Texans 07 to
Right.
10 home.
We're not even halfway through yet. Is there any way we
I'm
can
trying to rattle this off as much as I can. Colts best look
classic,
87 to 94. Right,
classic,
okay.
clean.
Yeah, clean.
What was it 87 to 94? Okay. Their worst look 2004 away
Meh.
throwback.
Just
Meh.
meh.
Yeah, I get almost. I feel like
Actually,
Sam
no.
can just answer for me at this point.
Yeah, it's just meh.
Yeah, 2004 away.
Now wrong with it. It's classic away kit. Just a bit meh.
I've always thought that their away kit's always boring anyway. Okay, Jacksonville best look 95 to 2008 home jersey. That's actually quite an iconic jersey.
I
I will
don't
give
mind
you.
it. I quite like it. It's
Yeah, it's
clean,
all right.
Is
clean.
it
Yeah,
clean?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say clean.
Jags 95
I like the Jags on the shoulders.
That's actually what a Jaguar should actually look like, to be fair. So,
Mhm.
that's fine. Well, what's their worst one? 2017
This
home
isn't
alternate.
their worst one. Their worst one is their gold one. It is awful.
So the gold
Yes,
one is bad. Yes.
They,
What?
correct.
they
I don't know
that,
what year is that, but I'm just going to put Jags gold.
That's
just
meh.
yeah, the Jags gold one is
That's in bad.
horrendous.
Jags gold one's in bad. It's in the bad
Yeah,
category. But this one, I'm not against it. It's meh.
Meh.
So, okay. Kansas City Chiefs, best look, 68, 88, and 2001 to present day. They're away jersey. Yeah, I think we can go safely
That
say that's clean.
that's clean.
clean.
Clean. Oh, it
Clean.
does look a bit like a Spanish flag on the shoulder.
Mm.
I love it.
I'm just going to put Chiefs away. Right, okay. And their
And
worst one?
I like the homage patch to the AFC.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
like that they have them as well.
Well, it was the Hunt. It was Hunt that actually founded of the AFL.
Yeah.
So yeah. Kansas City worst at 2009 away throwback.
Happy with that one to be
meh. I'm just not a fan of the
bad.
logo on the helmet.
Oh no, I think the throwback. I think I think the helmet is the one that's throwing me off.
All right, we're halfway through.
Getting there. Thank God for that. Right, okay. Las Vegas. Best at 2018 to the present
Not even
away
close.
throwback.
I like this, but I don't think it's their best kit.
Not even close.
I think
Right.
their just all black one is so much better.
So we're saying this is meh
Yeah,
in the
It-
present.
I think it's on the border of meh and clean. I just think when you say the all
can only go
black
in
ones are
one.
clean,
It can only go in one.
I'll put it in there. Just put it in
it's
there.
it's
Is it the
meh
meh?
because it
Okay.
needs something else to be in the.
Okay. Their worst look 2009. Their home throwback.
I like
Disagree.
this.
No, this
I
is
like that.
they've got this one horribly wrong. This is clean. I like this one.
Yeah, I like this one. It's
I,
clean.
I'd be closer to having them flipped.
that. I prefer that to the other one.
Again, same time. Sam, you just answer for me at this point. You say what you want. I agree.
Okay. Chargers, right. Best look 2020 present home alternate. I mean, the Chargers don't really bring out a really bad uniform, do they? They're all really sick.
Have you seen the
whoa,
Savannah
whoa,
Bananas?
whoa, 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 whoa! Don't beat the punchline. Don't beat me to the punchline on this one. Except for the one that looked like sick a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the worst one I've ever seen.
Right. So the home one.
I'm
Clean.
just saying, if you have sick that looks like that, please speak to a GP immediately. You may have swallowed a Simpson.
Okay, and their worst one. Now, this is going to piss a lot of people off if you're a Chargers fan. This is apparently their worst.
No, I disagree
This is
with
their
that.
San Diego jerseys.
No, I like this. I think their worst one is the one that they brought out this year.
Do you know what? I'm going to put San Diego in this as clean. I think this is a clean jersey. It
Yes,
symbolizes
I agree.
what the Chargers are all about. It's a San Diego home jersey.
This is so a puff piece for we move to LA. Please like us.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. This might not be the absolute worst uniform in Charger history. Not even close.
Yeah. Like I say, the one
the
that
home
they,
navy
the one,
blue uniform is the Bolts' worst long-term decision, and I doubt it. Abandoned Junior Siu looks, I might have botched that, so apologies. For a much less appealing design, the Chargers refused to give in to popular demand and make powder blue their primary colour for 20 years to start the century. The team oddly ditched its best colour after the 73 season, and it took 46 years to return. A sad fashion story. Fashion story arc.
Such a sad fashion story arc.
Okay, Sam, next up is your team, the Rams. The best look. 73 to 99, 2018, 2019 home. Agreed?
I don't think it's our best one, but I do like it.
So, oh god, I'm running out of fucking space here.
Which is it's ironic because I actually think that one of our best ones is the one that they've. It's actually probably this year's black kits. I love this year's black rivalry kit, but it's not a throwback. It's just
So
I mean,
it's a
it's all right. I prefer there's the one that we had, which I think is going to be coming up as the worst kit. I actually prefer it.
okay. I actually like this. I'm gonna put this in the clean category. Fletch.
I put it in meh. It's not doing much. It's not doing anything for me.
No.
No, it
I
doesn't.
don't.
Obviously, the Ram doesn't suit Goff. Um,
Will you keep your bias
no,
to one
no,
side?
genuinely, it doesn't really. It's not moving me very much. This one.
Well, I'm sticking this in clean because I think it is. I just think the blue and the yellow just works well. I
Although
like.
it does make you think of that incredible Rams Chiefs game.
I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say it reminds you of the Minions. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Wrong way round.
Very true. Anyway, their worst 17 to 19 away.
That's clean. That is clean.
yeah. I
That
think
was
it's
when you
good.
were that was when you were St. Louis. I know you just moved to LA at the time, but you're still in St. Louis bloody colours. So
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the St. Louis, the home jersey version of these was the best kit that we've had personally.
79
A
away.
lot of
I'll put
people
that in the
think
clean
that the
category.
LA Rams' worst uniform is the bone alternate away that we have at the moment,
Well,
which
that's just a different shade of white.
it's cream. Yeah, I think that's why people don't like it.
Yeah. Okay. Dolphins.
Yeah,
Best look.
that's.
87 to 96. Are we finally putting another one in the elite category?
I'm not putting that one in the elite category.
No.
I don't like it.
I'd say clean.
I don't like it. I'm saying meh.
I'm saying clean. I vote as AFC.
Look,
I do.
it
I've always liked their throwback uniforms.
it,
They always seem to make an effort, the
it
Dolphins, about their
two,
throwback
two,
uniforms.
what 2-1-1, so it goes in the clean pile.
Yep, fair
Oh,
enough for me. Okay, their worst at 2016 Color Rush. Now, what do you reckon this might be?
the 2016 Color Rush.
Yeah,
It's going to be it's the bright orange one, isn't it?
it is indeed the bright orange one. Can we put this in
It's,
bad,
it's
or
too orange.
is it bad or ass? What is it?
No, it's bad. It's not. It's not horrendous.
I
Okay.
Is
get. They've got to
my
disagree
wa-
with Sam
my
on
wa-
this one.
my way of seeing it is it worse than is it as bad as the Packers and some other and the
Right.
Bears?
Okay. I'm
Okay.
also saying this and saying if you lined four like two of those Dolphins players next to each other on a pavement, like cars wouldn't park there because they look like traffic cones that are there like to stop like it.
Calling them traffic cones is an
They
insult
might be
to the traffic
radioactive.
cone.
I'm not sure.
I low key kind of like it.
I mean, Ryan
It's
Tannehill in that
bright.
picture looks absolutely fucking embarrassed wearing.
I've thrown in the towel. Sam's no longer allowed to answer for me anymore.
Okay, Vikings best look 69 to 95. They're away jerseys.
Meh.
I think that there are better Vikings jerseys out there, and I will say
Yeah.
this again. I ruined these helmets for someone not long ago. It's a sperm on the side of the head. Like I can't unsee that. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
It's meh to me.
It's
That
meh. Okay, we'll go for the meh. Their worst one 2007 till 2010 home alternate.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're bad.
yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's not great. It looks
Most
like
of
they're
the
wearing
Reebok era is terrible.
it looks like they're wearing fucking lycra for
Yeah.
pants. I'm expecting them to start jumping out and do flash dance or something.
It
I
it
don't
look
know.
it looks like they're extras for Gladiators in the 1993 series. Like
Yeah. It's just put that in the bad.
I don't like the Reebok era NFL. I can't stand it.
Oh, I've got a Randy Moss Reebok jersey, Patriots one, hanging up in my cupboard, and I like it. I think
Here we
it's
go,
all.
Patriots.
Here we go. Of course, it will be that one.
That's
Of
clean.
course, it would be that one. The only good thing with the Patriots back in the 60s and 70s was our uniform and the helmet. The rest of us were just so shit. We were
It's
so
clean.
shit. Is it
Clean.
clean? Oh,
I say clean.
I'm so tempted to veto all you fuckers and put it in the elite, but okay, I'll put it.
I yeah. Oh, I concede it, but
I
Carl,
like
you
it
can
when
concede
they bring that one back. That when they've done that as a throwback, I've liked it. So
I will get. I'm getting a Gonzo jersey as a throwback. When he gets
Yeah.
paid, I am getting a Gonzo jersey as a throwback because as I said, I also like wearing red. But anyway, the worst one, 2020 to the present, are present home jerseys.
disagree. I like them.
I think
I've
that the meh.
seen I've seen better color rush jerseys. It's not the best.
The I think
It's
they're
meh.
on the upside of meh.
Yeah, it's that
Not
one. It's
quite
a bit like what
clean.
we said before. They're like in between meh and clean. So
Mm.
put it in there.
But yeah, I'm gonna put this on the upside of meh.
Well, there's no upside or downside. It's either in meh or it's in anywhere else.
It's meh.
It's on the upside, Carl.
Okay. New Orleans Saints, best look. 67, 69, 96, 98 away.
Really?
Again, I prefer their black jerseys, but I would say this is meh. I'm not a fan of the gold.
Well, that's what they wear, black and gold.
Yeah, but at least with the black and gold goes so much better than gold and white.
Okay, so I'll say away one. The worst one,
Worst.
75 to 85 home.
See, I prefer that to the one that they've got above, personally.
Fletch.
Also, why have
Do
they
not like
used
them.
why have they used their games against the Rams in both of those?
I think, and again, like obviously we've got in this household is an Alvin Kamara black and gold Saints jersey. That is, it's a really nice jersey. I especially like, yeah, I don't like them.
Okay,
I
we'll put
don't
it in the
like that
back category
version of.
then. Put it in the back category then. All right. Giants, best look, 89 and 99.
So it's all right.
Meh.
Meh.
We're going there.
Though, if the worst is not last year's, the one that looks like it was designed by F&F.
Shout out to Tesco. 89, 99. Okay. The worst one is 1975 home.
Yeah.
It's just meh.
I think the logo on the helmet doesn't do it any is the one that's flipping
Is
it
it
off really.
is the actual logo off as well? It looks lower than it should be. I don't know why.
I don't know, it just looks a bit okay, so we're saying meh on
It's
that
just
one
meh.
as well. 75 home as well. 75.
Right, 3/4 of the way through.
Nearly there, mate. Jesus Christ. I think okay, right. New York Jets, best look 1990 to 96 away.
Clean.
Clean.
Ass. um
I think it's clean. Solid. I like the green and the white together.
I'm gonna say meh, but I'm overrun, so 996.
Also, another game against the Rams.
True. Right. What's their worst? 2007 to 11 throwback. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's horrendous.
Oh
That's horrendous.
shit. That's ass.
Why are they
Right.
trying to be the? They are literally trying to be the Rams in this jersey.
We got another one to add to the ass column now, so that's a throwback. Oh god almighty. Get off the screen. I'm too sick. Right. Eagles. Best look, 85 to
Yeah.
95.
Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, this jersey is. I would put this in elite personally.
You put this in elite?
I'll put it
I
in
would.
clean.
I'm gonna say elite.
2-on-1.
Eagles 85, 95 home. Because because their current one is like a real dark, shady green. I absolutely hate it. Whereas that one is more lighter. That's more of a nicer jersey.
That's a proper Argyle green though.
That is a proper Argyle green. That is. Sorry, to all other American viewers, who don't know what Argyle is. There is a soccer team called Plymouth Argyle, and they wear the same shade of ghastly green as well. So there we go.
Oh shit!
Oh!
That's got to be an ass. That's got to be.
Is
That's
that
ass.
is that like the star ball in Toy Story?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
That
ass.
I don't
is
think that's
Horrendous.
ass.
That is horrendous.
07 throwback uniforms. Leave that in. Yeah, that's not hanging up in the Louvre anytime
Again,
fucking soon.
again, throwback. It's history for a reason.
Mm.
Mm.
Leave it there.
Okay. Steelers, best look, 68-96, home
Elite,
jersey.
Elite,
Elite,
elite.
elite.
elite, elite.
It sounded like a load of it's Cybermen in Doctor Who.
Delete. It's
Elite,
delete.
elite.
I thought you were going to sound like Broken Matt Hardy then.
Yeah,
Sam, you
delete.
know what I'm on
I do.
about.
Delete.
Okay. And the worst?
Now this one is
Are
delete.
we ready for it? Are we ready? Are we putting this in bad or are we putting this in ass first?
No, it's
There
going
we
in ass.
that pause.
It's going in
Ass.
ass.
There we go. It's the Bumblebee one.
Ass.
Yeah, it's ass. Utter ass.
Ass.
Bo-
What right?
Bottom of the ass.
I hate the fact that the numbers make them look a bit like prison jerseys that have been gone through the wrong wash.
Yeah. What's that? What's that? NFL based. Is it called Gridiron with
Yes.
The Rock?
Yeah.
That's the sort of jersey I can imagine them
Oh,
having.
God almighty. Right.
Horrendous.
49ers, best look, 09 to the present
Clean.
home day. Put out the
Clean.
clean category, even though Sam is going to reluctantly
Killed
want
Sam to
shoot
say
for
that,
it.
but clean.
You
Yeah,
kill
it's
Sam to
clean,
say that, but 49,
unfortunately.
you can't agree. That's an iconic jersey.
Yeah.
09 to present home.
But again, not a fan of gold as a colour generally.
Red and gold.
Gold is normally reserved, like in the Premier League or whatever. You can't wear gold unless you've won the league year before. You can't have gold on the trip. Really,
Worst look, 67-97 away.
I don't
Meh.
mind that.
It's
That's
meh
meh.
for
I'll
me.
put it in there.
Listen,
I still don't
Met-
like the
Have
block
I got any
numbers.
space in the Met category? I have, right. Okay, so was it 49ers away? Oh, God, my 49ers.
Meh. Meh.
Right, that's meh.
Okay.
Let's fly through these.
Seattle. Okay, we know where this is
This
going.
is elite.
We know this is going. Seahawks throwback
That's
jersey.
elite.
I've always
Elite.
been. That is just so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Seahawks
elite.
83 to 99.
The Largent jersey.
Yeah, stunning. Absolute stunning. Right. Their worst look. 02 till 2011 home jerseys.
Ass.
Bad. I wouldn't say it's ass.
I would say bad. Although there was one that they had which was like, wasn't it like pure?
Oh, they
lime
look like
green?
a fucking highlighter pen, weren't they? All
Yeah,
green
that
and a
was the one.
highlighter pen. Yeah, it's not on this list.
How
but
old
I
is this article, by the way? Because I feel like there's some missed over the last couple of
I
years. There's no
think
way
this was back from last year. I could be
Right.
wrong. From last year.
This
so-
to me is the worst one that they've had.
Yeah,
if
that's
anyone's
not.
looking.
That's horrible. That
That
is
one.
horrible.
That's the worst.
Buccaneers best look 76 to 96 home jersey. They're too
This
cool.
is clean.
Clean.
But I think I genuinely the reprised versions are elite.
Yeah.
I mean, the new
like-
versions are better than them ones.
So where are we
actually
going with this?
I think it's clean.
Clean.
I prefer this logo to their current logo.
This is clean. If it was the new ones, like the reprised versions, I'd be saying elite. But this is clean.
Is it
I'm
clean?
saying
Cool.
clean.
Okay. And the worst look 14 to 19.
Meh.
Meh or bad?
Just meh. I don't
Bad.
particularly like the numbers, but it's
Ooh,
I'm saying bad, and it looks like like 10 years ago, a League One kit.
yeah.
And it just I can just picture Jameis Winston throwing a pick.
I did 5 times.
So did Jameis Winston.
We'll put it in bad, shall we? Bucks.
Yes, please.
So Bucks 14-19 away.
It has Port Vale written all over it, that jersey.
Wow.
It really
Okay,
does.
we're almost there now. Okay.
Clean. No, in
No,
fact,
elite,
elite,
elite.
I'm
elite.
gonna I'm
Houston,
gonna
this
say
is a
elite.
Houston Oilers jersey. Fuck, it's not Tennessee Titans. It's Houston Oilers jersey.
It's
Elite.
elite.
No, I'm gonna have to make a new column now. I'm gonna put Oilers home jersey because it's just that with the. I think that the jerseys look great, but then the helmet as well with the tower, like the oil mask. I mean, that's just the most iconic thing going. It really
Mm.
is. And their worst, 99 and 2017 home.
I think that's
Uh,
clean.
I say meh.
Yeah, meh for me. Top end of meh.
The top end of meh. Okay, so Titans home, 99-17.
Right, last two.
92, yep, we're almost there. We're on the home stretch now. Washington, best looks, 1970 to 71.
Meh.
I personally think this is bad.
You think it's bad?
Yeah, I don't like
Okay.
it at all.
Fletch.
I was leaning towards meh, but I'm gonna say meh. I'm happy for it to be bad though, if it is bad.
Okay, so that was supposed to be Washington's best look. Okay. I have to put Washington down because I don't know what their names were back in the day. I'm pretty sure it was the redacted name, which we won't say. 70-71 home. And their worst one, 13 to 19 home throwback.
Bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
That just remind me of the Arsenal red
Arsenal the
currant
last
kit
year
in
at Highbury.
2006. Yeah, the last one. I hated that jersey. I
It's
hated
a
it.
bit
I just
it's a bit
hard.
it's a bit Seminolesy that.
It's a little bit, but not as nice.
So we're putting
Mm.
in the bad column, yeah.
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 Yo, sorry, Washington, but apparently your okay. There we go. And that's it. That
Done.
is the end. That is the end of our
Okay.
going back through all our throwback jerseys. Sorry it took so bloody long.
It's all right. I think we're gonna have to hold off on the third segment until maybe next week. So I want to make sure that we're getting all this out there. I'm gonna do my game of the week. Then we need double bomber because I need to say it today, and we'll do quick pick'ems for fantasy game day. And my game of the week this week is the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. They've played each other 48 times in history. The Packers lead the series 28 to 20. The first game was in 1993, and they started out. Green Bay started out with a 9-game win streak that lasted from 1993 to 1946. They won 13 of the first 14 games up until 1958. Also won 16 of the first 18 games against the Eagles until 1970. They played each other in the playoffs 4 times, twice in the wild card round. This that series is 1-1. In the divisional round, they played once, and that was won by the Eagles. They also played each other in the NFL championship game in 1960. The Packers won that one. Technically, though, they have played. I have done a little funny thing here. They played each other 49 times, really. Secret win in the offseason for the Philadelphia Eagles when the Packers tried to take it to them in the owners' meeting over the tush push, and the Eagles won that one. So really, it's 28-21 when you think about it. This will be nicknamed the Tush Push Bowl or the Battle of the Tush Push. This weekend, the Eagles will be looking to get some revenge on the Packers for trying to get it out of their favourite play out of circulation. The Packers will be looking to, I guess, try and ruin the play out of circulation and whatnot. But it is by far the game of the week. Two potential NFC Championship contenders, a potential NFC Championship game, if that's the way it's going to work out. So yeah, it's a good game. Good game on paper, good game hopefully on TV as well. Sam,
Yes.
I'm not going to do the full thing today. You can still chime in on the unscripted thing that you definitely don't know you got to do.
Mhm.
But If you would like to join our sponsor, we do have some sponsors. They are Fantasy Game Day, the first and only NFL daily fantasy app made by UK fans for UK fans. Set a lineup to a budget, compete against other fans, and win a couple of quid, hopefully, in the process by playing fantasy football. You can go to fantasygameday.app or go to the link in the description, download the app, and use code HRDLE upon sign up. That is Hurdle without the U.
But there's no hurdle the line without you.
Lovely. And when you sign up, you will get £7.50 in free plays once you deposit and play for the first time, just because we sent you. Now, if you are going to look to play this weekend, there may be a couple of plays you want to have a look at. Sam, who are you having a look at?
So this one was a difficult one because I kind of wanted to have Theo Johnson, but it looks like he could be on a season-ending injury, so that throws that out. The other one that I was looking at, as someone who is cheaper, and again, if you're wanting to again use your positions elsewhere, Colston Loveland's only 2,800, and he seems to be picking up a lot of targets from Caleb Williams now. So he would be one of my picks. Or again, if you're wanting a slightly cheaper tight end, Dalton Schultz again would be a potential option. Although I know he has been listed as active against the Broncos, so he would be another option. In terms of wide receiver, there was one, if I can just quickly find him, that I had. Again, always with what I do is thinking about those that are on the lower end. I had, where was he? Again, another cheap option because of the situations that this team's in terms of targets and who they're playing in terms of the Saints. I've got Xavier Legette as a potential, again, cheap option. He's only 3,200 and he does seem to be picking up a fair few targets. So I would be looking at him. Or potentially, again, if you wanted someone who maybe, again, slightly cheaper, would potentially be Torrey Horton. But again, that was before the Smith and Jigba trade. So
Yeah. Lovely. Thank you very much, Sam. And finally, Carl, we still need a double bomber.
I'm
Theme
afraid
tune.
I have some bad news.
Oh no. Please
We
not bad
only
news.
we only have a single bomber for today. We have not had the chance to sort it out.
My whole
So
week's ruined now,
I'm
Carl.
so sorry. I have not had. I apologize to all our viewers here out there. Okay, but what I will try and do is try and wing it as we go along. So for your sevenfold, for £5, you get £503 back if you pick these players to get a touchdown at any time. Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Lamar Jackson, James Cook, Stephon Diggs, Rico Dowdle, and DeAndre Swift. That sevenfold gives you £5. And I know people are going to say, oh no, it's Diggs. He's very hit and miss. In his last 2 games, he scored a touchdown. And the Bucs secondary is not particularly that great. So I would go for that one instead. I'm still trying to get this ninefold done already, so I'm a bit behind. If I get towards the end of the show, mate, I will bring it up to you, so I'll be as quick as I can.
Well, the end of the show, unfortunately, Carl, is now. I'm trying. We will just about keep it under the 2 hour mark, like we've been trying to do. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you are still here, we hope you have a lovely weekend. Enjoy watching football. There is plenty of college on. There is plenty of NFL on, and hopefully we'll get to experience some of that with you in the Discord server. We do some college football watch parties in there. They've been really fun this year. Carl's joined me a couple of times and watched some games. Gary's joined me a couple of times and watched some games. It's a really cool experience, so please do join us. And do you know what? If we behave, we might do some on a Sunday as well and do some NFL ones. And that's only if you behave, though, right? And I'm looking at you, Sam, here, because
I always behave.
Right, well, tell that to the band log and the auto mods. No, yeah, if we might try and get some going, but also I'll always just join the conversation. It's really fun and a really good time. And finally, I think we need to end this by saying number one is hurdle them picks, and number two is, free the boy, free my boy from Twitter jail.